Singapore will host the World Para-Swimming Championships in October next year. Held every 2 years, it is the sport's most prestigious event after the Paralympics. And it's also the first time that the competition will be held here in Asia. Alif Amsyar tells us more.
5 Paralympic gold medals, 7 world records. Swimmer Yip Pin Siu is Singapore's most decorated Paralympian. And another for the history books. Yip is now the first local para-athlete with her very own wax figure at Madame Tussauds.
And I'm just so thankful that Madame Tussauds has recognized that that para-athletes or just Singaporean athletes in general have made a difference in our society.
The achievements of Yip and other para-swimmers have put Singapore on the world map. World Para-Swimming says choosing the country to host the next championships marks the growth of the sport here and in the region. The event is set to draw some 600 elite para-swimmers from over 60 countries. The para-swimming fraternity here says the event will be a huge boost to spur more people with disability to take up sport.
It is a testament to the incredible journey that sports in Singapore have made as we are able to now unveil this wonderful announcement. The steps, the progress we have made in disability sports over the last 50 over years. Last year,
Culture, Community and Youth Minister Edwin Tong says the competition will also encourage more events in society that are inclusive to people with disability.
You don't have to be taking part in sports at the para level or at the Paralympics level. You can be participating, you can be running, swimming, you can be taking part in sports, in team events. This, I hope, will raise awareness for this as well, and it will encourage more people to come forward, not just to train, but to take part in social activities.
To ride this wave, Singapore will launch SwimTogether in May. The global program teaches local coaches to train people with disabilities to swim. National broadcaster MediaCorp will also debut a Chinese drama about athletes with disabilities this July. Titled Hope Afloat, its main character is a para-swimmer.
We have with us now Roland Tan, coach with the Singapore Disability Sports Council, to tell us more about the SwimTogether para-swimming program. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm wondering, how will the new program equip local swimming coaches more and help the sport here?
Okay. Basically, I think the program is a collaboration between World Para Swimming and SDSC. Okay, is to develop the program that helps train coaches to be able to manage person with disabilities. Okay, to cope with person with disabilities. Sorry, yeah.
Right. Mr. Tan, it's Dawn speaking here. Tell us more about the techniques for actually teaching swimming to athletes and para-athletes, how those two techniques differ.
Okay. Basically, we have to do a lot of adaptation, okay, to para-athletes. Like example, we use of technologies now, okay, and specialized equipment. Like if I'm using a current pace clock, like what I train the able body, the visual impairment swimmers will not be able to see. So what I did was I actually has a app that runs the program with sound so that they will start the swimmer off. And we also use equipments like a tapper for the visuals. And when we talk to intellectual swimmers, we have to be very careful with the words. For some of them, if you tell them things like 400 meters, they may not understand. You may have to tell them, okay, 8 laps. Then it's easier for them to digest. So a adaptation based on a different kind of disabilities will help us train them better. Yeah.
Do you find that swimming is a particularly good sport for para-athletes? What is it about swimming that suits para-athletes?
Okay, basically, for para-athletes, okay, swimming, for a lot of para-athletes, they will feel, especially the physical impairment, they'll feel they are free from whatever boundaries they are. They may not be able to walk, but when they're in water, they are more like a free, as in the restriction is no longer I cannot move around by myself. Yeah.
Mr. Tan, what I hear you say is that giving para-athletes a lot of access, or as much access as they need to enjoy and excel in swimming, is important here. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Well, you know, Singapore will be the first Asian destination for the World Para-Swimming Championships next year. Is that something that you're looking forward to? And do you think it will help uplift para-swimming as a sport, not just in Singapore, but perhaps the wider region?
Yes, I'm very excited about it. Yes, and like you say, it definitely will raise a lot more awareness, be it in Singapore or in the whole region, and we will be very excited to see, or we'll be more than excited to see people coming in, and hopefully more people coming to the sports, okay, and get themselves, I would say, things like more participation in sports in general. Yeah.
Mr. Tan, we wish you the very best, and in your pursuit to get more people into swimming, and in your coaching and training efforts as well. Thank you very much for joining us today. Roland Tan there, coach with the Singapore Disability Sports Council.